Friday. It is the Topics Podcast Friday. You are here. Don't change the channel. You're in the right place. You're in the right place. It's Friday, the end of the week. You made it. Congratulations. It's the Topic Podcast with your host, Mike Odyssey, and co-host Joyce J with her fan. It's a different fan. It's not the Shade fan. That's the cool
Yeah.
fan. It's the cool fan.
This is the Six Flags fan. So whenever we go to Six Flags and we gotta stand out in the heat, I just like this. It is 80 degrees in my home because I try not to run my air condition so hard all day. Yeah. So hurry up, nighttime.
I'm interested to see what the temperature is here because these people have the AC at. It's like I'm the only guy in the house. Literally, like my wife, the girls. We got two dogs, they're girls, and we got one boy dog at least, which is just me and Lincoln. We're the only guys in the house. But it's like they're all penguins. They're penguins because, and I call them the penguins because the AC is so freaking cold the entire time. I'm like just literally jumping. Why are you so cold? I'm like, because you guys live in 60 degrees, 50 degrees inside the house. I can see an igloo forming in the corner. And I'm like, nobody feels it but me.
Okay, in my defense, I also identify as a penguin. My pronouns are penguin, her. She, her, penguin.
Finger.
Oh, I want to live in 60-degree weather. You know,
not showing up too much in it.
I can't. Yeah. Yours says 80 degrees, but I bet that humidity is off the chain.
Says feels like 88.
Yeah. And then when you go outside, it actually feels like 98.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Humidity is a thing. Y'all, that's how you know we getting old. We got to have full-on discussions about the weather. But how y'all doing, chat?
About the weather.
Y'all have a good week.
Mail.
What we were talking about Chris Hansen earlier.
Yeah. Talking about the shows in the 2000s and the 90s.
Yeah.
Those of you who watch Jerry Springer, I used to watch it. It was fun.
It was fun for a while until every episode was the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then it got boring. But there was a time when Jerry Springer was a real show with real topics, and Jerry was passionate about it, and he wore a tie. Steve had hair. Yeah, that's how far back we go. And Steve had hair. And I know the chat is like, what do they know they're live? Yes, we do. We're inviting y'all into, this is a glimpse into the conversations Mike and I have about the good days.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome everyone watching on YouTube. We're on X. We are on Facebook, and I think we're on Kick. Not sure if we're on Kick.
Ew.
I think we're on Kick too.
Do we want to be associated with Kick? Well, maybe we do.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere we're in Topics Maniac, I don't even know what to call you guys. Topic Maniacs? Are we maniacs? Where are we? No, I don't know. Anywhere we're
Nintopicals.
Okay, I love it. Anywhere us Nintopicals are found, there we will meet or stream. But yeah, it is Friday.
I don't even know what I'm laughing at. I'm sorry. I don't even know what I'm laughing at.
August 7th, and we got news. Guess what, my friends? The main topic of the day, Zelda cast. Can you believe the entire cast has been revealed? I think it's the entire cast for some reason. I don't see why other secondary, third cast would make the headlines. I think the full cast is now out since, I mean, when you see Ganondorf, the guy who's going to play Ganondorf already out, then, you know what, just we'll talk about all of the rest of them, right?
I can't wait for us to talk about that because I have some thoughts.
Yeah, we got thoughts.
And some opinions.
We got thoughts, you know, and so we'll get to that in
comments.
A little bit. Yeah, comments and thoughts
and words that are filled with letters
and words
that makes sounds that mean things.
And nouns.
Yes, the predicate part of the sentence.
Yeah. So without further ado, before that, we got Joyce. How have you been?
I have been awesome. How are you?
I'm doing well. Just
good. Did you have a good week?
I haven't picked up my Switch in about like maybe almost 10 days.
I know. I know you were going through
The
what's
move, the selling, the move, and the selling.
mm,
It's a miracle I'm doing videos.
going on. You
I
can't
think
just sell your house anymore. You got to go through a whole lot of extra.
anyway. What you been playing?
I completed Splatoon Raiders. I rolled credits very early, very early yesterday morning.
Hmm.
Um, it was an interesting final boss. Guys, this is no spoiler, so don't worry. I'm not going to get into spoiler territory. The game is still too early for that. But it was an interesting final boss. I was just either that or I wasn't defeating it correctly. I don't know. It could have been a user error, but it was definitely an interesting boss. It's a
Hmm.
cute little story. It's a cute
Yeah.
little story. I had a blast with it. Um, I am now that I've rolled credits on it, now the super spicy survivalist extra hard
Hmm.
levels of the game have opened. And of course I'm like I have 3,000 hours in Splatoon and now 40 hours in this game. I could knock this out. What other
Hmm.
stuff do I get? Oh my gosh, the game is whooping my patootie. We're not at extra crispy yet, y'all. The game is whooping my patootie, okay? I'm like, I don't die in Nintendo games. What is this nonsense? Um, and I mean, seriously, pulling out every weapon in my arsenal. And I'm like, what do you mean I can't beat this level? So thankfully, some of my Discord fam is coming together to help me over the weekend, or we're all going to help each other and do some raiding together.
That's
But
cool.
I have had a blast with this game. If you have not tried it, I would highly recommend it as a Splatoon player. And even if you're not into Splatoon, I still think you'll enjoy the whole third person shooter. There's different missions and raids that you go on, and all the different weapons you could play with, and all the different things. So and also, and people can ask me questions if you like. But one of the big things I like about the game is that it babysits itself.
Hmm.
You don't have to do anything. You get a little bot buddy that goes on your raids with you. That's
Hmm.
not a spoiler. It tells you that literally like in the beginning of the game.
Yep.
And your little bot buddy helps you, control the raids and everything, but you don't have to keep up with it.
Mm.
You can call it near to you when you need it, and then whatever, if it's not in your sight, it's okay. As you're traveling, it follows you. When you if you forget to pick up certain items, the game picks it up for you. The game, you do not waste too much time doing menial things.
Hmm.
So that
That's cool.
I really like about the game. So anyway, yeah, let's talk about Zelda stuff.
We got some gifted memberships in the chat. I am looking
Woo!
for, and it was from Dream. Shout out to Dream a little more once again. Thank you so much for your support. You're awesome, and you mean the world to us in this channel. You're awesome. Let me get there we go. Found it. Found it. I missed the other one because it automatically shows on screen when somebody gives, right? But this time around, it's a little more hassle. But thank you so much, Dream, for your support, and I want to welcome everyone who just became a member. You guys have a lot of perks. Go ahead and do some spamming of the emojis in the chat. Also, if you are a member, go ahead and spam some emojis as well, welcoming the new members in the chat. There's also a lot of videos. There's stuff in the works for members, so just make sure to just do some adventuring on the Odyssey channel for those perks. All right, thank you so much, Dream. I appreciate you so much. All right, me when it comes to Splatoon, I'm at where I told you I left off.
Splatoon Raiders.
Splatoon Raiders, yeah, yeah. So I'm
Where did
still
you leave off again? I forgot.
like toward the beginning. I passed the entire tutorial part.
That's okay.
I went down the first level. I went down the first level,
Hmm.
and then that was it.
That's you are super busy, dude. I like
Yeah.
because the other thing about it is it's one of those games where you really have to watch yourself.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it is 6 hours later and you don't
Mhm.
feel it. Excuse me, y'all. Um. So yeah, but I've been enjoying the heck out of it. You know
Yeah.
what else? You know what else is cool? You know what I
Uh,
see in my notes? Can I talk
yeah.
about it?
Yeah.
So this is just for me. I mean, I'm glad that you guys are here, but this is just for me.
Uh-huh.
The development team Is it Square Enix?
For what?
Yeah, it is. It's I believe it's Square Enix. So the of course expectations are super high for Octopath Traveler 3.
Hmm.
Y'all know I have been raving about the first one, the second one, the most recent one, um, which is very very tough.
Hmm.
This most recent one, I'm having a really tough time. So I've actually taken a big break. So Splatoon Raiders is exactly what I needed. But I still haven't beaten the final boss. A game's not finished until I at least beat the final boss.
Hmm.
So anyway, so the development team, they have acknowledged that they're just well aware that we have a super high expectations. They don't have a full announcement ready just yet, but
Hmm.
there's confirmation. This confirmation heavily speculates that we can anticipate like another the third one.
Yeah.
So that was news that made me extremely happy. Um, and some Final Fantasy news. Final Fantasy VII Revelation at Gamescom. So Square Enix has officially confirmed that Final Fantasy VII, excuse me, y'all.
Hmm.
Final Fantasy VII Revelation will be featured at Gamescom on opening night live,
Hmm.
and that's happening on August 25th, 2026.
Okay.
The game director is Naoki Hamaguchi.
Hmm.
Forgive me if I butchered that. Um, and he is set to present a fresh look at the game ahead. So, and of course, guys, the release I believe is for spring 2027. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and in sad news for me, happy news for a lot of you, the Dust Bloods network test. So many people got in that weren't me, and I'm so sad about it. It's like
I
I
mean,
want to know what this game is.
I didn't get in, but because I
You
didn't apply.
Oh, well, I applied and I still didn't get in. But the successful candidates who applied
Hmm.
for I think the network test is now closed for Dust Bloods
Yeah.
after being notified that, and everybody was notified today, I
Hmm.
believe. And they're going to be testing, of course, from softwares,
Yeah.
because this is exclusive to Switch 2, being created by From Software. So
Yeah.
apparently, you're going to be if you're playing, you're going to be able to play with like eight different people online.
Hmm.
Um, Really interesting. That's why I'm so curious about this game. Like, what is going on with it? Why all the cloak and dagger at first of all,
Yeah.
and people have already said a lot like, oh, I don't want to be it multiplayer. I don't want to play multiplayer from software game. And I'm like, well, let's give it a chance and
Hmm.
see what it is. The fact that they're network testing, knowing darn good and well that everybody's at least going to talk about it if they can't find a way to release the footage.
Yeah.
So I think that there's confidence behind it, and I'm very 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 curious
Hmm.
about that game. I really want to know what it's about. So that's the
Yeah.
other reason I was sad I didn't get in.
It's coming out. It's coming out this year, right? This year.
They said it's supposed to come out this year, so we'll
And
see.
it feels weird that they're testing it so late, right? It's next month is September.
Mm-hmm.
You got the direct in September.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're gonna release it next to Ocarina of Time remake. And we have I know this that has does nothing for Nintendo, but a lot of people are saying, oh, because GTA 6 is gonna be like the no Nintendo fans. A lot of them don't care about GTA 6, or 7. Is it 7? 8? I don't know. I lost count.
In a
Which
world
is
in
it?
Y'all have to understand, Nintendo is completely out to lunch. They are
Hmm.
running their own race. They are marching to the beat of their own drum. They are unto themselves. They truly do not care what GTA is doing or what anybody else is doing. They are like, we need our fans to spend money, and our fans who like our games will come and
Hmm.
spend money regardless of what else is going on in the world.
Hmm.
Microsoft didn't, or not Microsoft, my gosh. Minecraft and GTA, those are not the only big games. Zelda's a huge franchise. If this Dust Bloods game turns out to be really great, that could become a bigger franchise as well. So Nintendo don't care what GTA is, and I don't think anybody should care. People are going to download GTA and then they'll go to
Hmm.
the store or whatever and get whatever physical games they want. This is not. Let's. We need to quit this. We need to quit. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna. It's gonna. I mean, I didn't really apply for it just because I haven't seen enough of the game for to make me really, really interested in it yet. And
Hmm.
so I know eventually once they give us more information, they can dive deeper into what the game is about. They're doing a testing before they have this. Has this game been in a direct and be and with a really good trailer that represents the game and tells us what it's about, or we getting only teaser trailers?
I think we've only gotten teasers so far, but I'm expecting. I don't know what I don't know what's happening this month, but I don't think Nintendo's missed September for a direct
Yeah, yeah,
since Switch One at all. I
yeah,
don't think
yeah.
they've even missed one. So I personally expect a direct next month, and I expect to get dates and a full trailer for both
Hmm.
the Dust Bloods and Ocarina of Time Reborn, Reborn.
Hmm.
Um, or they could really oh, Lobble pause. Go ahead.
Bubble pause.
Well, because Blue Mini is celebrating
Oh,
11 months of being a member.
yes. Happy 11-month anniversary. Thank you much for your support over the last 11 months. You're awesome. And my hearts are not working. Come on, hearts. There we are. There
There
you
you
are.
go.
There you are.
So anyway, I forgot what I was saying, but the point is I they could this is what I was gonna say. They could switch it up on us
Hmm.
and still not tell us about Ocarina of Time next month and
Hmm.
switch it and give us a drop 3D Mario instead
That's interesting.
as a topper to the as a topper to the end of the direct.
Yeah, I, I'm almost convinced we're gonna get a 3D Mario next. Well, not this year, but in the September direct because that direct is more geared towards next year. Games that are coming in the first half or maybe 2027. Um, but Ocarina of Time remake has to. We have to have something either this year, this week, or this month or next month. I think it's time for us to
I
dive
think
deep.
it's next month.
Yeah, yeah, because that.
Either that or they'll do it like so late,
Mhm.
like I could if it's a November or December release, I could see them waiting all the way till October. I could
Yeah,
see them doing because you know what? That's what exactly what I would do.
I mean, yeah, to create anticipation, but also a lot of people think, wait, what is his type of marketing plan for the apparent most anticipated game of this year for Zelda fans and for Nintendo fans, right?
We just need some more breadcrumbs,
Come
Nintendo.
on,
We just need a few
Nintendo.
more breadcrumbs.
Well, we got breadcrumbs today in another area when it comes to the movie, so we'll talk about that. But before we get into that, real quickly, let me go ahead into the Nintendo earnings sales really quickly here. I'm just going to go read over it. Nintendo had a fiscal meeting, and Nintendo's Q1 report for the quarter of ending in June 30th, 2026. They net profit, okay, 147 billion yen, which is roughly almost $1 billion in American money. Okay, one revenue of 518 billion, which is 3.3 billion dollars. This marks a massive 53.5 year-over-year increase in profit. It's like Nintendo's making profits on top of profit on top of profit, right?
Making it rain.
I'm telling you, largely bolstered by the 1 billion box office success of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. So basically, this is Nintendo's overall profit with theme parks, movies, and video games and consoles. So this is they're putting the entire thing on the table of what they made uh, overall. Basically, this is Nintendo Entertainment, not just Nintendo games. Nintendo Entertainment, meaning games, theme parks, and movies. Hardware sales. The Switch 2 sold 3.2 million units during the quarter. This represents a 34% drop compared to the massive launch window. Of course, it dies down. It's just not a you know it's a common thing. The same quarter last year, bringing a total to Switch 2 lifetime sales to 23.7 million. So 23 million 24 million. Let's round it up. 24 million units sold. The original Switch added 660,000 units. That's crazy. Still selling. Still selling. I hope it sells at least 7 million more. That way it can trample Switch 2. Pushing his lifetime sales to 157 million. Wait, 157 million. So it just needs to sell 3 more million, 4 million. Come on, come on, everybody, buy a Switch. Uh, software sales, software performance remains robust, with Switch 2 game sales actually increasing by 9.2 year over year to 9.46 million units for the quarter. And then we have the upcoming sales. Before we get into the main topic, which is the movie, guys, the movie, the actors revealed. Let's go ahead and update you or remind you of the upcoming games coming out very soon. Starting with Metal Gear Solid this month. This month, the Master Collection Volume 2 on August 27. We got Elden Ring also this month. Elden Ring Tarnished Edition August 28th, the very next day. Mimusha Way of the Sword on September 4th. That's my little girl's birthday.
Oh,
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. That came out already. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't come out.
nope. We just had the direct for it.
That came out. Yeah, the direct. I'm getting confused. September 17th is the release date for that one. Minecraft Dungeons 2, September 29th. Call of the Duty Modern
Duty.
yeah. October 23rd, 2026. That's a birthday month game for me. Metaphor ReFantazio, November 12th, and The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Remake 2026. TBA. We don't know when that game's coming out, but it's coming out this year. And those are the games to look forward to in the future. Okay? Now,
Wait, I gotta say something real quick.
good.
Shout out to the direct that we had this week for Fortune's Weave.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, I don't know a thing about Xenoblade. It is not my personal cup of tea, but a lot of people are psyched for it. Shout out to Having Hope, aka Xeno Hope, in the chat. That is her jam. I'm excited for her. You go, girl.
Yeah.
That's your game, honey. Go ahead.
I used to think that Xenoblade Fortune's Weave had to do with wigs. It's like a like they wear wigs. You know, the weaves. Isn't weaves like another word for wigs? Like
No,
when people fight, they pull out their weaves.
no,
Isn't no
no.
weaves? That's what Google told me. Google lied to me. Then
It's not the same. It's not exactly the same thing.
not the same thing.
But I think they mean interwoven together, interlaced, like
Ah.
what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so it's that's the weave that they're talking
Yeah.
about. Okay,
Yes.
all right. What was that?
Whew,
Says
glad
here,
we got through that one.
unhinged. Unhinged.
So unhinged. Oh, and shout out to Greek the Geek as well. She was excited about Xenoblade Fortune's Weave. That ain't Xenoblade. Wait a minute. Is this no, it's Fire Emblem. Oh my god.
I'll let you get to it. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, no. I'll let her get to it.
I think it's because I'm looking at Xeno Hope in the chat and I'm please cut that out. Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. I kept saying, like, why doesn't this roll off the tongue the right way? This doesn't sound right. I am unhinged, and it's crazy because I had the day off.
All right, so we have some news to talk about. It has to do with wait a minute, let me just
I'm sorry. They're teasing me in chat, and I deserve it.
I'm looking for the image here that I made for the cast of The Legend of Zelda. Okay, there we go. And now I can show it. Let me go ahead here.
Woohoo!
It's Queen Doe. Boom. Here we have the cast for The Legend of Zelda. I don't know it doesn't have a subtitle.
Yet?
Oh wait, I'm not showing it. Okay, I forgot to show it. There we have it.
We're
now
so
we have
unhinged when Paul isn't here. Like, Paul, this is why you have to come and babysit us. We are just off our rockers right now.
All right, let me
Darn
go
it, Paul.
let me move the chat real quick here and put it next to Zelda here, so you guys can see it yourselves. Right next to Zelda, right there,
Now put it
and
on the other side next to Bo because we know her and Ben already. It's these other people we got
right
to talk
there,
about.
right in front of right in front of Bo, and their
Yeah,
their faces.
yeah. Not because we don't think they're attractive young people. We're just saying that we already know who they are. But
I
we
think
want to talk about.
I think we can put it right here, maybe right
All
there,
right, put it right there.
and then we can move this one over here. Okay. All right. All right. So here we have the cast of The Legend of Zelda. Echoes of Wheat. No, no Echoes of Wisdom here. The main topic of the day: The Legend of Zelda cast has been revealed, starting from left to right. Wait, is it left to right? No. Benjamin Evans Ainsworth is Link. That's the guy that you see right there, the little guy from the corner. The second one, right? Best known
The one
for
where your
his
cursor is.
best known for his standout role as Miles Wingrave in Netflix The Haunting. If you guys want to check out his acting chops, then you can go watch Netflix The Haunting. It's called The Haunting. All right. We got Bo Bragatzen playing Princess Zelda. She's an English actress recognized for her recent leading role as Roxy Trotter in the Disney Plus series Renegade Renegade Nail, and the Amy Knightley. Oh, as Amy Knightley. That's not part of the title. So she plays Amy Knightley and Renegade Nail. It's on Disney Plus. If you want to check out her acting chops and you have Disney Plus, go check out Renegade Nail. That's where she's at. Okay. Now to the new cast. The new cast. So excited. So excited. Let's start with Ganon, my friends. Ganon, because that's the third main character we all wanted to hear about. Nope. Unfortunately, it's not Jason Momoa. It's not Alba. It's not Idris Alba.
It's
I
not
wanted.
my boyfriend in my head, Joe Manganiello.
Yeah,
He's only 6'6" and he has shoulders out to here and he has the Ganon nose. But whatever, I guess he was busy that day and he's a
yeah.
total D&D player, so I know he would have done it.
And
Brr.
the thing is, guys, this cast coming out now doesn't mean that they were casted. It means it just came out because the movie is done filming. They're done. So everybody in this list has already recorded their lines. It's done. It's done. So Uli Latu Kefu is our new Ganondorf for the next films. He signed a multi film deal for The Legend of Zelda, and that just confirms we're getting more sequels to this movie. Okay, so what is
That
he known for?
excites me.
Yeah, what is he known for? Highly recognized for portraying the young adult Dwayne the Rock Johnson in the embassy comedy Young Rock. He also known for playing Bayamba in Netflix Marco Polo and the champion in the DC film Black Adam. So, those, if you want to check out his acting chops, I don't recommend watching Young Rock, although he's there to kind of judge his acting chops. Watch the other ones because I watched Young Rock. I watched the entire series. That it was canceled, by the way. That should tell you everything. Uh, and it's not his best when it comes to that. And I'm come from a person who watches movies like crazy. You know, not his best. So I would recommend maybe check out Black Adam, which also didn't do well, or Marco Polo on Netflix to maybe look at his acting chops, right? Then we have Dyken Leichman, amazing actress, playing Impa, okay? And she is widely celebrated for her role as Miss Casey in the critically acclaimed Apple TV series Severance. If you have not watched this show, I don't know what you're doing with your time. Severance Severance is literally one of my favorite shows of all time. The creativity that went into that show. It's written and directed by, um, and impressively because you would see him as a comedy actor, right? But this show, Ben Stiller is the director of this game, of this movie series. And Ben Stiller it's a Ben Stiller show. Apple is funding it. It's on Apple TV. It's called Severance, and it's a really really good show. You will see her acting chops there. She's phenomenal. and her and she looks like Impa, like a young Impa, right?
Yo, like, look, has do you remember the version of Impa from Skyward Sword? Because she looked very, very different than her predecessors.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, she was darker skinned,
Uh-huh.
and you know, of course, she had the Sheikah tribe symbols.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what her name is? Dish
Daikin, Daikin
Daikin
Lightman. Yeah.
Ligman. Wait a minute, I
Blackman.
have her name written down so I can look at it.
Yeah. I said
Ligman.
la.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, she is now going to be called Impa because I refuse to butcher people's names. But I'm telling you, she get a tan and put on a blonde. Well, she doesn't need a blonde wig. She has blonde hair. That's that version of Impa. She has the nose and everything. It's kind of
Yeah.
like it's kind of crazy. The other version of Impa that they could go with is Hyrule Warriors, the first Hyrule Warriors.
Uh-huh.
That version of Impa had white hair.
Yeah.
You know, but she looked like totally like Sheikah. She looked like a warrior. So that is excellent. Not that Zelda and Link aren't, but that is excellent casting for Impa. I'm
Hmm.
like, that's attention to detail because they literally got somebody. Say she got the same. She got similar eyes to Impa.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what y'all think. Chat, what y'all think? I That was a good pick.
Yeah. 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 I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. It
I
what,
mean, she
what?
makes me excited. I want her. I want to see her kick some Giga butt, or whoever's butt we kicking in the game in the movie. Lord, I can't believe it.
So,
It's a movie.
I'm looking. I'm looking up the footage because we already know what she looks like in costume and everything. She does have white hair. Let me see here. I think I have it. And we see her and Zelda uh doing something.
Oh yeah, but I didn't get a good enough. I didn't get enough of a good look at her.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and it's also kind of grainy in that footage. So uh,
It's actually very let's see here. Part of it. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen here before we could proceed because this is important. Um
important.
important. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Let's get this going. And here we have oh well, I'm not sharing the screen, am I?
No, not yet.
This one. There you go.
Oh, why
So
I
that's her right
say
there.
you say-
Let me know if it actually.
Oh, they are going with white haired Impa. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Can we get it any bigger than that?
I think we can. You know what? I'm gonna download the video and then upload the video here. That way we can see we can have the full resolution thingy here. Let me go ahead and put this back on screen here. So yeah, we're talking about this lady right here, Daikin Lightman. She's Impa. She is our Impa moving
Oh,
forward.
wait. Real quick, Mike,
Yep. Yep.
is Paul in the queue to is Paul here?
Nope. Team. Yeah. Now he's here.
There we go.
All right. Welcome, Paul the Great, the Force, the Network to
Hello.
the stream. Paul, we're going over the cast of the Legend of Zelda. And so we've already talked about some of the cast and what they've been in to give people an idea where we can find them to check out their acting chops. And right now we're just focusing on Impa because her
Wait,
casting was perfect.
how do you feel about Impa? I know we've already talked about sales, so we'll go back to that later, Paul. But how do you feel about Impa? I just went on a loving tirade about her
I
because
mean,
I'm so
we
excited.
we saw her in the leaked footage from those fans just happening to be recording the
Yep.
Zelda crew in the
Happening.
forest,
Yep.
last like December or something like that, which kind of
Uh-huh.
I think prompted Nintendo to like 3 days later release some official footage. So without it being confirmed, Daikin Lockman, if that's how you pronounce her name,
Yep.
looks the role. She looks like she could play a strong female warrior, a little bit older than Zelda, with some history under her belt to help out. I think she's a good cast. if that is indeed Impa, which come on, we're pretty sure it is. She looks good, and I think she's a fine actress. She'll do a good job.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
watch
I'm digging the cast so far. You
and
know,
you watch Severance, right? Tell me you watch Severance.
I have not.
Come on, Paul. What are you doing with your time, Paul? What are you doing with your time?
Being productive.
Everything.
I also have not seen Severance, but you said it's on Apple TV, right?
Yeah, Apple TV. Yeah.
See, I miss cable when everything was just on channel whatever. But okay, I will try to check out Severance because I've seen some clips, just random clips online, and I'm like, ooh, I want to see what happens.
I do have to warn you guys, though. You will be hooked. So just kind of get ready for that. You're going to
I'm
be
okay
hooked.
with being hooked. I'm okay with that. If it's a good show. Now,
Okay,
if it's stupid, I'm gonna be mad.
It's so fun. All right, so here we have her a more close up of she has white hair, grayish white hair on her, right? So now we have a better idea of what Impa is, and she looks great. I mean, this is the first time we saw her. The moment I saw her, I know was who it was, right? And that's why it got out. And then I remember reporting on her, and I said, "Yeah, that's Psychic Lightman from this show." How do you know? You're such a liar. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, no, that's her. Just look her up. That's her. And now we have a confirmation. Yes, it's her. It's Stacky Lightman. She's a phenomenal actress. Phenomenal actress. Paul, we also talked about who plays Ganon, because he's the third main character of this entire series, which is
Which I think it's great. By the way, so I didn't mean to cut you off, but just we got The Rock as Ganondorf, the one person that Joycey wanted as Ganondorf for so many months, for years.
did
Joycey,
not.
every
No.
podcast, Joycey's like, I just want The Rock. The Rock better be in it. The Rock, The Rock, The Rock. Joycey wanted The Rock as Ganondorf, and Joycey got her dream come true as The Rock as Ganondorf.
it's not the wrong. It's not the wrong we were hoping for.
Paul,
It's The Rock.
He plays the Rock in the show. He plays the Rock on Young Rock, a show that was canceled because of that.
I know where you live, Paul.
He's The Rock. We got him. It's not Dwayne,
No.
but it is The Rock.
Yeah.
I never wanted Dwayne, so that's my whole excuse. I never wanted Dwayne.
I'm being super teasing because
I know.
Joycey did not want Dwayne The Rock Johnson, but the fact that we got The Rock, I'm able to say that we got him, kind of. I think he's good. Like, he's like 6'5.5". I really enjoyed the show.
He is.
The Young Rock was such a good show, but also I'm a big fan of The Rock in general.
Yeah.
So I was kind of naturally biased towards liking it. But if it wasn't good, it wouldn't be good. It was actually a really fun show. Every character that played the respective age of The Rock was cool. The other actors did a fine job. And then he had a good charisma about him. So I trust his acting chops.
Yeah.
And in some of the interviews that I've seen of him, standing alongside DJ and just on his own, I'm like, I liked him. So I think, he's got the build, the physicality. He's already got the muscle mass. Paint him greens, throw some red in his hair. And we got to find Ganondorf. And the height difference between him, you throw him in some boots and he'll be like 6'8", with Benjamin, meanwhile, I'm not sure how tall he is, but probably like 5'8" or something.
I think I'll look it up, but I thought he was 5. I thought he was 5'6".
Last time I heard he was like 4 feet tall.
They'll look pretty different.
Yeah. For Uli, for those of you who are cinephiles, I'm a cinephile. Like, cinephiles are people who actually watch and critique and look at every single detail of things. I recommend, if you're gonna check something from Uli, check out either Marco Polo or look him up. He's also the champion on Black Adam, the movie with The Rock, next to The Rock. So I'm guessing that's where he got the role for Young Rocks. In Young Rock, his performance, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't Ganondorf worthy yet to me. You know what I mean?
Because he didn't play a sinister role in that show.
Yeah, and it was kind of cheesy. It was a little cheesy when it comes to his acting chops there. I mean, it had to be because they're portraying The Rock. The Rock was also part of that show, so I recommend looking him up in the more serious role. Marco Polo is on Netflix, and he plays the champion on DC's Black Adam, which is also a rock film. um,
Um, real
yeah, go ahead.
quick, Benjamin Ainsworth is 5'11". So to kind of put a little bit of a perspective on this, I'm 5'6".
He's my height.
Oh, he's your height.
Yeah.
I'm 5'6", and one of my boo things, one of my honeys, he is about 5'11",
Yeah.
kind of closer to 6 feet, but roughly
Yeah.
5'11". He
Mhm.
can put his chin on my head.
Okay.
So if that's tall at 5'11" from a 5'6" perspective, I'm just
Yeah.
trying to think, looking up at Gannon, you know.
Mhm.
And then of course there's all kind of stuff you can do with camera angles and whatnot.
Of course. Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
some oh, never mind. So yeah, I don't like the only thing about it is I don't have a lot of faith in this picture because it's very, very grainy. And I know that it's a leak. It's not supposed to be perfect. So I'm not
Yeah.
criticizing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so I asked Mike before we started the pod tonight if he would do an AI version of Yuli as Ganon. Did you get a chance to do that?
I did.
I really want to see this because I personally don't see the vision. So
Let me get that image for you guys so that you guys understand.
yeah, because I need
Um,
I need to understand. I need to understand. I want to understand.
Uli Latu Kefi as Ganondorf. You guys ready for this?
Yep.
I'm not.
Why aren't you ready?
I'm saying no. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to see. You know. Yeah. The response. The outcome of the task at hand of asking to transform this man into Ganon.
One sec, guys.
I think that the static is coming from Paul's phone because if he's talking, we can't really hear him. It's just very staticky. No, we can't. We can't. It just sounds very just staticky. Let me go ahead and move the chat is on my face. I gotta move the chat. Hold on a second. Chat. Chat. There you go. Oh. All right, gals. You guys ready for this what you're about to witness?
I want to witness it, and Paul will be in a better spot in a moment, y'all.
Okay. All right. So I should do the entire cast. So let's move on to this is producing. I wasn't happy with the one that it made, so I'm making another one real quick. So, oh my goodness. Okay, let's do it. Let's share this here. We have other casts that were announced here. More in particular here. Let's see. Let's give me a second. So more in particular, we have two other cast members that were shown off. Okay, I got this is it's not good, but I'll show it anyway. I need to let's see here screen. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
I'm still here, by the way. I'm just letting my phone cool off. I think that's the issue.
So my friends, introducing Ganon. I mean, I can tell you they're not going to use his face like that. He's going to have prosthetics because again, he's a Gerudo. He's a Gerudo. Gerudos have these long noses kind of coming down, and you know their faces are kind of rough looking. His face is too clean, so I'm sure they're gonna work on his face with some you know
Prosthetics and
yeah
whatnot.
yeah.
Um,
Did either of you watch The Wrecking Machine with The Rock, where he plays as Mark Kerr, a real MMA fighter?
Oh yeah,
You want to
of
see
course.
what prosthetics could do? Look at The Rock, and you could tell that's The Rock, but man, does he not really look like himself because they try to make his face look like Mark Kerr, former
Yeah,
MMA fighter,
yeah.
and with a little bit of a different accent dialogue with some hair attached to him and this and that. Like, dude, it didn't look like The Rock. You could do that with Uli, give him some pointy ears, like Mike said, adjust his nose, green him up, boom, boom, chin. Man, you're gonna have a fine Ganondorf. It's gonna be pretty dope.
now,
Like Joyce
Mike,
was saying earlier, I'm 5'11" and a half. I have met some tall WWE people, like Sheamus, for instance. I don't recall off the top of my head how tall Sheamus is, but if I had to guess, he's probably like 6'5". And I met him and interviewed him back at E3, 2010 or something like that.
Yeah.
And there's a pretty good height difference between like someone who's 6'5" and a little under 6, and that's before they're going to put him in boots, I'm sure, and like Joyce said, some camera angle work, like they do to make you look even taller. And
Hmm.
yeah,
I never knew Prince was like 5 feet tall. I never knew that because of all the camera angles back in the 80s. And then I saw him like live, and I was like, oh wow, okay. I was shocked.
who?
Prince. Remember
Oh,
back in
Prince.
the 80s, like a lot of his videos and Purple Rain, the movie itself, they did different camera angles to make it seem like he was taller than he was. Not tall, but just taller than he was. He was always wearing heels, of course. He was always standing up on stage. Anyway, that's what I meant by camera angles. That's all I'm saying. You're not short as heck, Pokey. You're perfect the way you are.
Exactly. You are the
We
right
only
height.
care about height of our characters.
Yeah. Everyone is the perfect height for themselves. Nobody's
Yes,
short.
but characters, they have to be perfect because we
Yeah.
said so.
Yeah.
Because we said so.
Fictional characters,
The
yes.
height of the height of your personality means more than the height in which you stand.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That might be a little cheesy to some, but it is true.
Now, you be dropping facts, Paul. I still
Yeah.
am not catching the vision, but Mike, I think you did a video where you showed some of his other roles where he
Uh-huh.
was playing like a warrior or something like that. Do you have any of those pictures?
Yeah.
That might help with the vision.
All right, so he is pretty built. Uli Latukefu, he is pretty built because he had to get pump. He had to get built for the role for the Rock,
Mm-hmm.
and so he does have he had to kind of bulk up a little bit, which helps his character. I also have another render here for that I'm going to show real quick here. I think is a better one with him. No, that's not it. This is horrible. Okay, come on. Got it. Oh, I actually did this one. Okay.
Doobie doo.
All right, so here he is with a little bit more of if they were to, which I'm sure they will, do some type of prosthetic, change his color, do kind of work on him to make him look Ganony.
Ganony. I'm sorry,
Ganony.
that was just cute.
There you
Okay.
go. So he's green. You see that? You see the ears. If they weren't,
He does look sinister, but also he doesn't look sinister enough. He looks sinister like in a joking way, almost like I don't take you seriously. But that could work. That could work though. So I didn't mean that as a negative.
Yeah. And then here he is recently Maybe he's been booking up for this movie. Who knows? So here he is. Just to give you guys an idea of him in a character like Ganon, he has to be kind of bulky, right? So here he is. He bulked up for the Rock, and so he has he if they
Oh
make him
my.
green, they make him green. They put his ears up. I think he can do good. He can do good.
What a handsome young man.
Yeah,
The Rock's in it now.
he's around our age. He's 42 years old. He's 42. He's Paul's age. Paul just turned 43, right, Paul?
Yeah.
Millennials, man, we aging real good for the most part.
Yeah, so here he is, bulked up. So I'm sure that for the role of Ganon, he's probably gonna be like this for the role of Ganon, or he was like this because that they already filmed. He's done. Yeah, he's ripped. So that's a good thing for Ganon, right? And
Hmm.
so it is what it is. We'll have to. I got. It's like I trust the process. I tell people I trust the process. I trust Miyamoto, who's sitting next to Wes Ball, the director, right? And so I trust that everything is in good hands. Wes Ball is a lifetime Zelda fan like us. He's another millennium, and so he I'm sure he knows what he's doing. And of course, he has Miyamoto next to him, kind of like letting him know what's what. And
As
so,
long as Miyamoto isn't stifling him, that is one of well, that was a recent concern of mine. Is
yeah,
that I don't want it to be, um, like I said, I just don't want, because I hope Miyamoto, and I don't say this because of anything bad or anything, but I really just hope that Mr. Miyamoto understands we got to go deep because this is a movie. We can't get away with that either very basic story or not so great storytelling in Zelda. I know
yeah,
you said it before, Mike, that it has amazing storytelling. I'm sorry, but Zelda just, it could be better. It
yeah.
could be better.
Yeah, I think I trust that too because, we can't really compare it to Mario. Mario really has no story. It's like, oh, the princess got kidnapped. Okay, let's go save her again. And you are on an adventure. Mario is all about the adventure, and so
Yep.
it's all about what happens in the journey. No, not Zelda. Zelda's about man. It's about the story. The story is deep. When you go in the story and you go deep, you think you're at the end. Nope, there's more. There's more lore there. There's hidden. There's something else there. So the fact that they've signed these people, at least the majority of them, for 3 movies, I'm thinking 3 multiple films, is a testament of how big this story. They're making the arc of the story. Because I'm sure that they wrote one script. I'm sure they've written the entire whatever how many movies they're going to make. I
Or
saw
they
a
wrote
report.
the whole thing, all
Yeah,
three of them at once.
yeah, they have to because they have to make it cohesive to and finish whatever arc they're trying to tell. Um, I know that Uli Latukefu was signed to a multi-year contract, so he's not dying in the first movie. We know that.
Oh,
So,
It might not even
Ganon
be
never dies
green.
in the first
What if
act.
he's not green in the first movie?
but
Why wouldn't? Why do you think he wouldn't be green? That's actually a really good thing
he's
to
not
talk
he's
about.
not angry enough.
But the key is
Oh,
you always have to
yes.
you always have to be angry.
What's your
That's the
secret?
key.
I'm always angry. But
I
I'm
mean,
sorry,
was he
real quick. What was
born
Paul
as
was going to
this?
say?
Was he born as this Gerudo male that happened to be of green skin tone, different than the rest of the more tan side Gerudo, or did he become green in envy or something like that as he made this pact with the dark arts or something like that? Like, we don't know exactly how they want to play it. So, I mean, also in movie, you're able to expand a little bit more. Like, in the Mario movie, at this point, not a spoiler anymore, okay? Princess Peach and Rosalina, it was never confirmed before that they were sisters. Now we know that they are. So, Nintendo, West Ball, they could have something different in this movie to explain why he does become green. Maybe he's just a warrior. I'm kind of picturing like the Scorpion King sort of vibes, where
Mm-hmm.
you have an early warrior, and then like what happens to him throughout this journey. Like he could not be bad, but become bad by the end, and then become worse in the part two, and then part three he's all terrible, and then has to be vanquished. It's going to be very interesting, but I totally trust the process, like Mike's trusting too. You
Yeah,
know, Nintendo, you wouldn't put in 51% of the bank and have Mr. Miyamoto involved
yeah,
and do this project after 55 million copies of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom come out if you weren't going to take it seriously.
yeah.
And if you didn't
I agree
just
with that.
deliver two $1 billion Mario movies, like, no, man, and have an Ocarina of Time coming out and these Lego sets coming out. No, you're putting together something quality because the Zelda name has always meant quality, but now it's got reach, better
Yeah.
reach than ever. So they've got to be taking it seriously.
Not,
I'm on board, dude.
yeah. Not to mention the permits that were recently, you know, kind of asked for Universal Studios Islands of Adventure. That there's a certainty that it's going to be either two of Nintendo IPs, either Zelda or Pokemon. It's like either or. Like
Mm.
a really credible leaker from inside the Theme World kind of news thing that I watched went over that. It's either going to be Pokemon. It's a Nintendo IP. They don't know which one it is, either Pokemon or The Legend of Zelda. And right now, they completely demolished what used to be the last continent, and they're building there. It's insane. So who knows if it's Zelda related? We might hear it very soon within the Zelda 40th anniversary, which is a perfect time to announce that. Um, but yeah, I trust this. There's more cast here. One of them sadly passed away, which is the legend himself, Sam Neill from Jurassic Park, and the fact that he's part of this movie. I also heard that this was his last movie. It was his last performance in a major motion picture, and we have him for a very last time in The Legend of Zelda. We don't know what role he plays. There's people saying that he might be playing Zelda's dad, right, King Rowan. And then we also
Oh, what
have.
if Link gets the parents this time? I'm sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to cut
I
you
would
off, but
love that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
like Zelda ain't got no parents this time, or
Yeah,
or Sam is RIP. Mr. Neil is one of their parents, but
yeah,
I actually have a different theory, and I want to
uh-huh,
know how y'all feel about it. When,
yeah.
when you're ready, I want everybody to get talk about their what they think.
Okay, yeah. And then the other actress is Yvonne Sarkowski. She is from The Handmaid's Tale. I'm sure you guys, a lot of people have watched that show. And so these are the two other actors that are involved, and were revealed: Sam Neill and Yvonne Sarkowski. Just to start out, what Joyce was saying to me, I think that Yvonne is playing Link's mother, and then Sam is playing Zelda's dad.
Mm. What you
I,
think, Paul?
I think they're mother and father, but she will die early in the movie or will be in flashbacks
yeah.
only. But I think that they are a king and queen of Hyrule.
Okay.
That's my best guess. But for
Yeah.
now, I mean, I could see him as a King Rome kind of figure. You know, I mean, you could do anything with coloring people's hairs, but I believe
Yeah.
that she's a younger actress than him. So I'm going to go with the fact that she is a little bit younger, not to be someone who is a currently aged equivalent husband wife of comparable, a couple years apart, whatever. But like the reason why she is younger is because she's queen of the past. She's passed away in the present of the film.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we'll see. Because yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
I'm I'm not too familiar with her work though. I don't think I recognize her. Maybe I know of like, oh yeah, I've seen her in this, but off the top of my head, I'm like, I don't know who she is exactly.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm
She's from
sorry, I
the.
don't either.
Yeah, she's from The Handmaid's Tale. Is that that that
Oh
that?
yeah, yeah, my wife, that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, and of course we know Sam Neill, Jurassic Park, the legend himself, right? Um, so these are the cat. These are all of the cast members of the Legend of Zelda. Um, I have a worry that I want to share with you guys. If you, Paul and
I was
Josie.
gonna go. I didn't get a chance to go about Sam
Oh yeah, go
and
ahead,
do
go ahead.
my
Yeah,
and do
of
my
course.
thought process.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
So this one's a long shot. I think that Mike and Paul are really on board.
Uh-huh.
But this is a long shot because y'all know I got an a wild imagination.
Yeah.
You know what I would really like, because the thing is that they didn't tell us who these roles were. They're unknown roles who they're going to be playing. King and Queen makes sense, but you know what I would really like?
Uh-huh.
I really want this to be Sam, and who is the other woman here? What was her name again?
Her
The
name is
Handmaiden's Tale.
Yvonne. Yeah, Yvonne
Yvonne.
Crosby. Yeah, she's like my
I
best
would
friend.
like Sam and Yvonne to represent Link and Zelda when they're much older. And at the
Ooh.
end of the game, I can't believe this. At the end of the movie, I want something along the lines of, and that's how I got the Master Sword. You know what I mean? Or something of that nature.
Yeah.
I would love for, and them, even showing the next generation, this is how we conquered Ganon, or whatever the case may be.
Uh-huh.
Because we never get to see that part of it. Well, we don't see them past the age of, well, I guess now lore wise, like what, like 23, 24.
Yeah.
So I would love to see a much older experienced Link with, probably got some kids running around, or
Yeah.
even older. I would like that.
You know how in Spider-Man, they never revealed Sadie Sink's role until, like, after people watched the movie, like the premiere. Maybe
Oh,
this
it
could be
was so
this
good.
yeah, this could be one of those things where they won't reveal their roles, because maybe it'll kind of spoil the movie, you know? And so if who knows, what if Sam Neill is playing, or they do probably a flashback, but maybe something related to Demise. Maybe he plays Demise, you know?
You just want Demise to be in the movie.
I
Just
want
say
Demise
that.
to be everywhere now, because I'm sorry, but compared to Demise, Ganon is like just not that scary, you know? Demise,
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Demise scared me. Ganon is like, why are you so mad? Come on, let's have some tea. Okay.
listen,
Oh, you want me to kill you? Okay.
when I went to that final battle in Skyward Sword, I
Uh-huh.
was so crazy impressed with
Mm.
Demise. My God,
Mm-hmm.
is like it was just, wow. This is a boss battle. This is a boss battle. This is the boss.
Aura.
You know? Yeah.
And
Aura,
also,
exactly.
Demise is a little bit tougher because of the actual slashes. You have to do. You can't just push buttons and
Yeah.
cheese it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. It was difficult. It was difficult.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just want Demise to be and everything. So
He is, but it's just the way that, and it's so hard to explain, but it's just the way he rises up, and you see that fire, and he kind of turns, and you see the camera.
yeah.
You know, yeah. Anyway, let's move on. I
No,
will talk about that all night.
we gotta
But
go.
I want to see Sam and Miss Yvonne as hopefully old Link and old Zelda. Well, they're not
Mm.
old people, but I mean older. I'm sorry, they're not old people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not trying to sound offensive. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of bittersweet, but we're glad to have Sam Neill. He's a legend, right? In the movie, but then again, if his role might have to be recast for the second one, if he is a
Mm.
character that continues on to a next movie, or maybe he's killed off in the first movie. Hopefully not, because you know. But yeah,
Or
yeah. Go ahead.
he did the Stan Lee thing, and he recorded or filmed all of his stuff before he passed.
Well, he did do that. He did. Oh, you mean like for the next two movies? Or
Yeah, because you know
whatever?
how Stan Lee passed, but he still, all the Marvel movies that were coming out during
Yeah.
that time, all
Mhm.
the way up through the one with Thanos and everything,
Yeah.
he recorded a scene, because he always made a cameo in his own movies. So
He
he
did.
recorded all of the scenes for all of the movies
Yeah.
that were going to come out after he knew he was going to be gone. Yeah.
Except for I think it was it Captain Marvel where they CGI'd him
Maybe.
on a bus, and then Captain Marvel got in the bus, and she lowered the newspaper and looked at him, and she nodded and smiled, like as in, ah, like kind of like that, and kept on going. Why do I remember details of movies? I don't know. Such
I
a
don't know.
nerd.
There's certain details I remember in movies that you wouldn't think that, you would remember. But
Yeah.
that's also what fuels my imagination. Like, not to be, well, there shouldn't be a spoiler for this, but which Batman was it? I think, was it the Dark Knight one with
Uh huh.
Christian Bale, where
Yeah.
at the very, very end, he and Alfred see each other and they don't say anything. They just give each other that look. And it was such a special moment for me because I
Yeah.
love Alfred. So
Yeah.
in the Batman movies, I love whoever is playing Alfred. I always love
Yeah.
him. So yeah, that's that. See, I like moments like that, and the whole
Uh huh.
audience knows what's going on. So
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I, yeah, this is
You know
what was
what?
your thing that you
I,
were gonna say? Uh-huh.
I love how I'm feeling because I'm scared and excited at the same time.
Yeah, I'm a tad bit scared too. But what you said, you had a concern.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I have a concern because right now, I except for this being um um Sam Neill's last movie, which I know for a fact that that itself is going to be a little draw for his fans, and he is the biggest actor in this lineup right now. He's the biggest actor here. Um, yeah, we got a member. Me.
Ooh, I like members.
Remember, let's see here. We got Renee is celebrating 14 months as a member on the channel. Congratulations and thank you so much for your support for celebrating 14 months. That's insane. Is that whenever somebody celebrates a membership, this interprets it as a new member, but it's not really a new member. She's been here for 14 months with an amazing support. Thank you so much, Renee.
Yay! Thank you, Renee.
So my worry is that right now, every Zelda fan is going to watch this movie guaranteed. But
Facts.
how do we bring in the person who first thing knows nothing about Zelda? Maybe they know Zelda, but they still think that Zelda is Link. You know what I mean? And how do we draw in new audiences to this movie that become new fans for the video game? You know, it's people that like, yeah,
Um,
this is just another medieval movie with horses and swords and fights and you know what I mean? Because
mhm.
right now, I don't believe that any of these people are a big enough draw to bring in new audiences. Right? They went crazy nuts with Mario, like with all star cast. Mario
Because
didn't
they're not
need it,
on screen.
and Mario didn't need it that much, right? Mario is Mario. Mario is the most recognized mascot character for a video game in the world. You
But
know?
they weren't on camera, and I think that's one of the reasons why they picked an all-star cast is because
Yeah,
nobody was actually on film. And
yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all, I'm looking lost. I'm looking for my pen.
No,
Um,
no.
so me and Paul can answer that question because me and Paul would probably, Paul, wouldn't you love to do the marketing for this movie?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, me and Paul would do an amazing job on marketing for this movie and not telling anybody a thing about it at the same time. But first of all, we got people who like the medieval movies. They like the Lord of the Rings. They liked Game of Thrones. I know those are the ones I bring up, but those are the ones I think did two of the movies, in
Yeah.
my opinion, that did medieval very, very well.
Mhm.
So that's my opinion. And then you're going to have people who were kind of like, "Oh, that's that guy from that one show that one time," or this
Yeah.
person, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Um, and then you have to remember the Legend of Zelda is its own legend. It's
Yeah.
its own thing. It's so prominent. Robin Williams did name his daughter
Zelda.
Zelda Williams.
Mhm.
Um, so for people who may not be familiar with the games, they're familiar with Nintendo, and they know what Zelda is or have an idea of it. You
Mhm.
probably can't go up to somebody and say, "Hey, how about that Link to the Past game? That's great, right?" But you could probably go up to somebody and say, "You've heard of the Zelda games, right?" And they'll know what you're talking about. So
Mhm.
they're going to promote it like any other movie. I know some other people are saying they need a big star and everything else. Not necessarily. Um, because I kind of like that the three mains are very low key. Um,
Mhm.
I think Sam Neill, of course, will bring in some of the audience a little bit,
Yeah,
but he might. I don't foresee him having a very big role though. Um, but I think they're just going to promote it like any movie, and people are just going to give it a chance. Like, well, why
yeah,
not? And there's
yeah.
enough Zelda fans that we can do the word of mouth thing where we're like, everybody has to go see this. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I still think the movie needed a big draw when it comes to an actor, somebody who could bring in fill in the seats. Somebody who could say, "Hey, yeah, I know Zelda. There are people who know Zelda, but they might not like the like
there's still time to get
yeah.
Morgan Freeman for the Deku Tree. I'm just
If
saying.
if we get Morgan Freeman, guys, if we get
No,
Morgan
because the thing
Freeman,
about it is that could work. You know
yes,
why?
it
Because the
would.
Deku Tree would be CGI or animated or something like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
a big star is Morgan Freeman, but he won't be on screen, but he could be the voice of the Deku Tree.
That would be
That will
awesome.
bring in everybody.
Everybody, that's all we need. That's it. That's it. That would be.
I am Morgan Freeman. I am
I am.
playing the Deku Tree. You
I
come
am
see
Morgan
my
Freeman.
movie.
I am. Wait, my name is not Morgan Freeman. My name is
There's
the Great Deku Tree.
Go ahead, Paul.
gotta have some costume makeup people like old school Ninja Turtles where they look like they're real people because they
Yeah,
are real people in costumes,
yeah,
or CG or a combination thereof. So Goron, you're not going to have like a human face that's necessary to be CG'd into a Goron or a mask, but you can have notable actors that are there just for the name grab that kind of inflate the movie's budget, but a notable voice that everyone's going to recognize as a Goron or as a Zora or as a Deku Scrub or as a boss or as one of Ganondorf's right hand men or something like that. Or somebody else. Like there could still be some big names that don't take away from the visual makeup of the movie. Like when you see this character, you instantly are pulled to what that actor or actress did in the past because they have such a visual identity and you don't want to take that away, but you do want the voice.
yeah,
So how could you capitalize on the voice and not the face? Well, you give them a role of, you know, you know, a non-human character or something like that. That's a way how you could draw in some names. I think what will really draw the movie with the big crowd is if it's good. If it's really good, you know, people will see it even without it being like a general household name, I think. So we're just hoping that the movie is as high quality as possible because if it's got the Rotten Tomatoes scores high, the audience fan score high, that's gonna do it some, favor. If it has a unique visual look
Bruh.
to it, like if there's something different. Do you remember when I think it was Puss in Boots came out? I think
yeah.
that's the one that blended a couple of different art styles together, or the
The last
Into the
wish, yeah,
Spider, or
yeah.
the Into
Puss in
the
Boots,
Spider Verse movies.
yeah, yeah,
The Spider Verse movies, first of all, they're really good, but they also look very different. If this Zelda, which we know that Wes Ball's a fan of Studio Ghibli or Studio Ghibli style films, and if there's a way that as the wind blows by in this movie, it's a real live action, Netherlands, Hyrule, green grass. But if there's drawings of wind wisping through, like lines going through the screen, or when there is fire, it's real fire, but there's also shades of animation of drawn lines of fire on top of the fire, given this really weird but cool mix up. Or like as Link cuts grass or breaks a pot, it's got some artistic impressions put on top of the real things breaking. You know what I'm saying? Not just a
yeah,
CG, but something a little bit different. If it has something cool like that, word of mouth will spread. And dude, you got to see this. Like, I've never seen this blend of animation and live action together. Like it's just cool from that perspective. So you'll get different people that just appreciate different art seeing it. Uh yeah, I do agree. Like a big name attached would still be helpful, but I see the CG characters or people in suits, if they're going that direction, as possibilities for Gorons and what have you. We'll see though. It's 8 months away. We're 8 months away. The
Yeah.
fact that we didn't get a trailer at San Diego Comic Con
Hmm.
tells me, all right, well, it's it's got to be coming sooner or later because that was your place to have 9 months to go. Now we're at 8. I don't think they're going to wait till December for New York Comic Con because that's only 4 months. So I think you're looking at August through November. One of those 4 months is a prime time. My hope is later this month, 40th anniversary designated, dedicated Zelda anniversary direct, have a big explosion of all things Zelda, or,
Yep.
I mean, carving out a section of the September direct potentially to have a Zelda segment could work. Yeah, there's a few different ways,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
ideas that we don't even know about that they're cooking up with. What's the plan? It's
Yeah.
exciting. It's exciting to speculate.
I'm almost sure we're gonna get it before September ends. I mean, I'm not talking about the song. I'm gonna get we're gonna get the trailer for the movie. We're gonna get the 4th anniversary, the release date for that Zelda game. And Morgan Freeman will be the main star that shows up next to Miyamoto. You've seen this cast, and he goes, but we still have one more person. And Morgan Freeman walks by wearing a Great Tree shirt.
No,
I'm,
no, no, no,
I'm
no,
like,
no. I wanted to hold out for even longer. Guys, I'll be back on camera in a minute. But I want it to be even more dramatic than that. I want them to invite Morgan Freeman to the Game Awards and then present Nintendo with whatever award they're about to win. And then we see the full, robust trailer and we all lose our collective minds. And then, of course, we have to do the 5-hour analysis on the 2-minute trailer.
I love that, Joey C. Thank you so much for bringing the Game Awards because I think the Game Awards is also perfect promotion for the Zelda movie. Please,
As
Nintendo.
many people that watch the Game Awards, I want that now.
You
Do
see
it, Nintendo.
that would work for the movie if they don't have a big star like Morgan Freeman or anybody else. Being present in shows like that one that people could say, "Wow, did you see the Zelda movie trailer the next day?" People who don't even have a Nintendo Switch or play Zelda games from other consoles can see the movie, we see the trailer, get hyped for it, and maybe get into the games before the movie comes out. I mean, it's all about marketing. It's all about being strategic with this. And Morgan Freeman. I'm not gonna give up on Morgan Freeman. I'm not giving up on you, Morgan.
Morgan
You are.
Freeman just has that voice. It's what it is what it is.
He does, yeah, he
And
does.
he
Who
sounds
else
good
has a
no
voice?
matter what he's saying, whether he's saying a bad word or $50 words. He just sounds amazing. Like seriously, I would watch a movie of Morgan Freeman reading the phone book.
Well, he actually, I think I heard him narrate the Bible one time, and that was like the best, the best reading I've ever had.
He narrate. Now I want the Bible on. Now I want that. I'm gonna look for
Yeah,
that now.
yeah. Look, for it. It's very very cool. Everyone is everyone is in the abyss.
No, I'm sorry, guys. Y'all know I be having stuff going on over here on Friday night, so but I'm here for this discussion. I am here and I am engaged because this is one of my lifelong fantasies coming to life. The Zelda movie. I'm so excited. I really want to know what they're going to call it. I'm so curious about the story. I'm
Yeah,
so curious because I really, really, really don't want to see Ocarina of Time on screen. I really want to see
yeah.
a whole brand new story, include the Triforce,
It's a reboot. It's a reboot. I think what's going to happen is that the movies are going to be their own thing. They're going to start from the very beginning, so that if you watch the first movie, you're right there, and then they're going to build up with the rest of the story. the lore behind it. As you get deeper into the movie creation and the part two, part three, you get to learn more, and they bring in new characters and they bring new lore into it. I think this is not going to be like the Zelda games. Like this is going to be its own thing. This is separate from the
Its own
games. You know what I
world.
mean? It's
Yeah.
not like for, what I mean is, Zelda fans, don't try to fit this movie in any type of timeline related to the games. Well, does this happen before or after Wind Waker when everything was flooded?
Wait a minute. I hope all the Zelda theorists come out and try to connect it. I don't want them to connect it all, but you know. But the other thing I was going to say,
Yeah.
kind of going back to what we were saying about the
Hmm.
cast, with the exception of Sam Neill, who probably won't have a main role since it's a mysterious role.
Yeah.
These are a lot of people that we don't know very well. But another little franchise or series took off from a little known cast, and that was
Uh-huh.
Twilight. The
Yeah.
Twilight series, took over for a period of time. And
Yeah.
what was the prelude to the movies? The books, of course.
Yeah.
So when it came to theaters, and even though Kristen Stewart was already the one who plays Bella, even though she was already a very established actress, she didn't have like the hardcore following, that like a Meryl Streep does, because she was very, very
Yeah.
young. I think she was like 17, 18 at the time.
Uh-huh.
So, but that movie, and I still love Twilight to this day. I'll defend it to this day. It took over for a very long time, and it ran its course. And I have Robert Pattinson wasn't big yet at all.
Yeah.
He was about to give up acting before he got the role as Edward, and look where we are now. So having a cast that is not well known, but they're playing a very well known series or franchise, I think that is the other thing that's going to bring people in. You know what I mean? So it can work with actors that are relatively unknown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what would also. Okay.
Go for it, Paul.
Oh my.
Right. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. When he gets
Well,
back, he'll tell us.
Hopefully he wasn't driving and talking and podcasting.
I don't think
at
he
the
was
same time.
driving. I think he looked parked.
So I'm saying I just need to trust the process. That a big name is not needed, and just enjoy it for what it is. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Paul.
Go, Paul.
Oh, please. What was I saying? Oh, just it could be done. It could be done. Just do they? On inside every physical copy of the Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time remake isn't quite a free ticket to go see the Zelda movie, but is an advertisement. Is a slip of paper. You know what I mean?
The
A
golden ticket.
promotional piece of artwork or something like that.
I want
And maybe-
Ocarina of Time Reborn to have a full map and manual and the advertisement for the movie. Yes.
Yeah.
But you could use the game advertisement tool for the movie by having a leaflet in there or something like that, or you go kind of wild, have fun, and be like, for all pre-ordered copies of this game,
Mhm.
you will receive a ticket, and every so many will be a ticket to the Los Angeles premiere of it. Like, we're doing 7, we're doing 7 all trip paid for things, or something like, okay, for the digital people, if you pre-order by the certain date, like, certain Nintendo Switch games, Nintendo Switch 2 games, like, 5% off, but usually not for the Nintendo ones. But in this case, you enter yourself into the Nintendo promotional sweepstakes to have a fully paid trip to the LA premiere of it. Like, there's not a whole bunch of them, but like, I mean, just sort of that marketing campaign that you're paying some money for this, but that's a part of marketing. But you're piggybacking off the hype of what's probably going to be a top-rated game of the year. That's probably going to be a 15 million seller title. So There's ways. It's just something. Or you invite the whole cast over to my house and have them all lounge around the Zelda pool, and
I was expecting that.
they go in the Zelda pool and they swim and they talk about their favorite things, all things Zelda. That's probably going to happen. Of all the ideas, that one's probably going to happen.
That's the most likely. Are we able to
That's,
come over to
that's
the pool party as
yeah,
well?
that's the most
Okay.
likely thing. It's like
Yeah,
we all
that's
going to go
totally
there.
likely. Are they gonna do another premiere since you have the pool, the Zelda pool? You think they'll do the premiere at your house?
They should.
Yeah.
Instead of like
This is a totally real
Chinese,
conversation.
instead
Yeah.
of Chinese theater, Grauman's theater, something like that, Pantages, you just have like a big inflatable thing in the backyard, and you put out the chairs and stuff like that. And, like that's where you do it.
You know what? I love Paul's Nintendo because Paul's Nintendo is so generous. Paul needs to be head of Nintendo right now. I know they have new heads out there, but man,
See,
You don't even
the
have
ticket idea,
Paul,
the
Paul
you
Willy
don't
has
even
to
Wonka
have to
learn.
book
idea.
the venue.
Paul
You don't
has
have
to
to
learn
book the venue.
Japanese and then move to Japan and then work his way up the Nintendo ladder that way, and eventually take over for Furukawa.
I mean, we don't have to go that far. All Paul has to do is just drive north, all the way north to Seattle, and just camp out in front of the Nintendo sign. Don't leave until they give him give him a position there.
I'm sure Devin, if nothing else, Devin need an assistant. If nothing else, we get Paul in, we're good to go. I'm just saying.
Man, all I know is I'm gonna try to get to that premiere. I don't care if it's in Japan. And I know they did the Mario one in Japan, the Mario Galaxy one. They did it in Japan. They flew all the actors back over there and everything, and it was nice. Let's see, we'll find out. But I'm excited, man. I'm super excited because I know and I feel it in my bones. I know. Listen, the other day I posted a little tidbit on X because I got a little message, right? I don't know from who. I think I blocked them, but I have to unblock them.
They probably deserved it.
That's
No,
funny.
they didn't. They didn't actually. They told
Oh
me, "Hey,
no.
there's gonna be a direct tomorrow, or a direct announcement tomorrow," and so I'm like, "Whatever." And then I go ahead and I post. I made a post and I said, um, "Do you think there will be a direct announcement tomorrow for the Legend of Zelda? Blurpity blurpity blurp, right?" Because that's the only thing that can come to mind. And I didn't want to say, "Oh, I heard that there was a direct tomorrow." I just posted it as a question, not as like a leak. The very next day, Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave Direct is announced.
Nice.
I'm like, is it you, Miyamoto? Miyamoto, is that you? Miyamoto-san? You know? And so I'm like, they shared something else, but I'm scared to even say it because I don't want to be a leaker. I'm not in that world. I don't want to go in that world. But it's about another thing with Zelda. So that's it. I'm not gonna say nothing. Why is the chat in my face? The chat's right in my face.
Oh my goodness.
Chat.
Hey, what's coming out?
Right there.
Oh,
Oh, Nintendo. Oh no, that comes out in October. Because I
Uh,
was trying to think what comes out this month. Because wait a minute, because Fire Emblem's next month.
uh-huh.
Yeah, September. What's coming out this month?
Dude, September is next
Nintendo
month.
Switch Sports 2?
Yep.
Nintendo Switch
That's
Sports is
October.
That's October.
Yeah.
October 22nd.
Well, we got
Xenoblade
the Dust
Chronicles
Plus
3 is December 3rd.
So
Dust Plus playtest.
there's no Nintendo game coming out this month.
So Ocarina of Time, the reason I was asking that is because Ocarina of Time could either be this month or next month because we already got Fire Emblem, which is coming out next month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's no.
Actually,
Nintendo...
I don't know if there's going to be anything this month, but if then at the very latest, I feel like we should get something Zelda next month.
Yep. I mean, the Nintendo can give us the 40th anniversary of the Legend of Zelda direct this month, and then Shadow drop an HD 4K version of Twilight Princess. And that's the
No,
game.
I give up. I give up on Twilight
and
Princess. I
and
don't see the
then
vision anymore.
and then release The Legend of Zelda either in November or December. There's nothing this month. The next game is coming out next month, which is Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, and then in October we have the Switch Sports Resorts on Nintendo Switch 2. That's it.
When does Pocopia DLC come out? Either Pokey or Greek the Geek.
It already
And
came out.
I'm gonna let
It,
Paul say something while I'm waiting for one of them to
but it's
answer me.
but it's already out though. The
It is
Pocopia.
already out.
Yeah, it's already out.
Did it come out this month?
Came out I think 2 days ago.
Okay, so I guess
August
maybe
5th.
that's our big DLC for the month then, because I heard it's a big DLC.
Oh yeah,
Later
it's
this
massive.
month, we also have the Dusk Bloods playtest, which isn't a game release, but it is a trial. It's
Yeah.
something new. Did either of you get into it?
No,
I didn't apply. I personally didn't apply.
I got the confirmation today, so I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what can be said. Is it like a hush hush thing? Don't report. But if there's anything that we can report, I will be happy to share my feedback because that's a game I'm definitely looking forward to. It's one of the first games that we've found out about, and one
Yeah.
of the things we know very little about, one of the least about. So
I'm so
finally
curious
getting a
about it.
chance to check it out. Is it going to cater to the mature Splatoon crowd? Is that going to be the best way to look at it? Or Splatoon meets Elden Ring crowd? Who is this for? We're going to find out a lot.
What's it rated? Does it have a rating?
No,
I don't
but
think it's been rated
I
yet.
think, you know what? I don't remember if during during the first Nintendo Direct when they showed it off, did it have a M for mature before it, but it's got to be M. This game's got to be M.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It,
You
it
know,
I
either
can look it up.
is It either is, and I have seen M next to it, or it's just I'm really thinking that it is the Dust Bloods.
yeah.
The
I can
imagery
bet
and
you.
stuff like that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and I can bet you anything that the test is not doesn't have has nothing to do with the story or the beginning. You guys are going to be dropped somewhere where there's maybe a boss battle or some kind of mission to accomplish, and you're going to be let to play that area there, but they're not going to spoil anything. Just to not let just so it doesn't get out, like the intro of the game, the story, what happens. You're just because what they're doing is just testing the servers to see. They're going to let a lot of people in at the same time and test the durability of the server when there's a massive amount of people playing the game. I was reading that on the actual website and what the play test entails, and it's just they're gonna let a lot of people on the server. They're gonna test the servers and see how good the servers can handle a certain amount of people. So what I think is they'll drop you in a certain area. They'll give you like a maybe like an area, and then at the end a boss battle, or they can even drop you in a certain area that has nothing to do with the game, which this is test the servers themselves.
That's a good possibility as well.
Yeah.
I was just looking at the website and it says rating pending. Uh,
Mhm.
may not contain content suitable for children, but because it's from software,
Yeah,
yeah, rated M.
yeah, yeah. That's good.
I really one day before I go and be with the Lord, I really want Nintendo to just let it all hang out one day and just say we're going to make a rated M game, and I want to see what Nintendo's vision of a rated M game is.
Rated M for Mario.
They
No,
could do
seriously,
it.
they
Just-
could. I think they could. I just
just-
wanted. I'm just interested in what that would look like.
I
Okay,
know.
look. Get the flower, get the power up flower, shoot the fireballs at the Goomba, and then watch the Goomba just kind of burn alive. Like them, just kind of
Mike,
melt.
Mike, Paul and I are trying to have a serious discussion. So, Paul, what are your thoughts on that? I know it's very random, and I've asked this periodically, but what were you going to say?
I mean, they could just revitalize Eternal Darkness. They go Eternal Darkness, and that's not too hard to do. They don't own Perfect Dark, but they could say, "Hey, Retro Studios, we want you to basically what Rare did for GoldenEye back in the day, since they didn't have the James Bond license anymore, they made Perfect Dark as a spiritual successor to GoldenEye 007. We want you to do that to Metroid Prime. Come up with a brand new
Mm.
IP from the beginning, but not Metroid. You can use a Metroid in the future. You can make Metroid Prime 5, whatever, but like we want to give you the reins of like create for us a brand new mythos, an origin of like Halo proportions of um shoot. Oh, I was drawing a blank. What are like gosh, what's the other Bungie first person shooter? Why can't I think of it at the moment? I can't think of it at the moment. But just like our own first person shooter or our own sci-fi-ish alternative to Samus Aran rated M kind of concept. Could be first person, could be third person from scratch. Boom. It is Nintendo. It's not Nintendo Japan. It's Nintendo Texas. But I think Retro Studios could be on board for that. So I could see them, you know, taking care of something, or maybe them or someone in NCL just revitalizing Eternal Darkness. Beyond that, I have a huge passion for martial arts. I would like to see not necessarily sword based, but hand to hand combat based traditional Okinawa, Japan, Shotokan karate, new character, new mythos in the jungle, training in the forest, going into the city, using what you know, fighting bad guys, getting involved in some rough and tough stuff, defending this, coming back, seeing your sensei killed, darker story a little bit, but awesome Nintendo combat, Nintendo precision when it comes to jumping and fighting around. You've got some katas, you've got some time based things. You have some really cool stuff that feels very Nintendo ish. It could have its own unique uh, art style. It doesn't have to be super real, but not necessarily totally anime esque because you don't want it to just be blended in with Xenoblade Chronicles and Fire Emblem. And like a martial arts sort of mature kind of take. You've got a little bit of a Shenmue mixed with, Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. If you're kind of trying to look at the vision, what I'm going for, I think Capcom would nail this, but then it's not Nintendo made, that it's Nintendo's IP that Capcom would, take on, and we're talking about Nintendo made. So like, yeah, something unique like that, or FPS by Retro, or bring back Eternal Darkness. Any kind of those three,
I mean, there are
because
more. There are a couple
eh,
more. I'm looking up here. A couple more games here that Nintendo owns or co-owns that could be brought back. Perfect Dark
MEO.
co-owns Geist. Geist, a lesser known first party person action game released on GameCube in 2005. Nintendo owns the IP, which is secured an M rating due to its dark themes and demi-bodied spirits. And then we also have Fatal Frame, Project Zero. Nintendo co-owns the IP to this survival horror franchise alongside Koei Tecmo. Mainline games like Fatal Frame, Maiden of Blackwater are rated M for ghost, terrifying suicide imagery, and blood. So I mean, there's a lot
Yeah,
of
but
there. I'm saying if we're looking for M rated games, Nintendo has some in their pockets, or they could create a brand new one,
yeah,
which I would love
good
for
point.
that to be the case.
Good point.
Devil's Third they published, at least in some regions. MEO is another one, but like not a yeah. Here, go wild. Come up with a new IP. You know what's an interesting thought? I wonder. Oh man, so much unknown is of the Duskbloods, and it probably truly can be its own thing with a whole new cast of characters. But I'm thinking DLC. You invite Bayonetta in. You invite Dante in from Devil May Cry. That would be pretty cool. Like if this game were to have some guest characters as part of DLC to kind of up the visibility of it. Not that it probably needs to, but just if you wanted to, you invite Bayonetta and Dante in as guests, and that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd be down with that.
Yeah,
I also would be down with anything Bayonetta. Period. At
yeah.
all
And
times.
I will be down with The Legend of Zelda, the movie, happening April 30th, right? It was moved from May 7th to April 30th, right? Uh,
Yes.
Yeah.
because I keep reading news articles that keep getting around. Hey, didn't you know they moved that movie from May 7th to April 30th? So we are so close to this movie coming out. We're less than a year away. You know the cast, you know the story. It's time to know. It's time to see if Nintendo has what it takes, or not Nintendo, but West Ball. Hopefully, he doesn't drop the ball.
We hope. I
We
don't think
hope.
he will.
I
I
don't
think
think so.
it's
Yeah.
I think we can trust the process, and I think we're all just concerned because we care about it so much.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
we love Zelda, like literally love Zelda. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want it to do well. And so
Last question.
good
Last
vibes.
question. All right. Last question for Paul and for Joycey. Um, Joycey, how much do you predict the Zelda movie will do?
How much money?
Yeah. Mario. Both Mario's made 1 billion.
I could see them doing 500 million.
500,000. Okay. 500 million.
That's just
And
500 million.
yep. And
But
Paul.
dang, I'm thinking about how well Odyssey just did.
Yeah.
Odyssey is old, and I think it's even been done before, but
The
this one just
Odyssey. Yeah.
crossed a billion.
The Odyssey had a crazy star cast, and
And
plus,
nobody was in it for more than like 5 minutes,
and
except
even
for
the
what's his
director,
name.
the director is a massive star all on his own for the Odyssey.
But anyway, but seriously, I think 500,000.
500 million.
Because what I say, 500,000? Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
500,000,000.
yeah.
Xenoblade, Fortune's Weave. Paul, I don't know if you were listening earlier, but I kept calling Fortune's Weave a Xenoblade game. I don't know
Nobody.
why, but I did. And I actually watched the direct this week. Okay, and I still
Yeah.
couldn't get it right. Good lord. Um, but yeah, I think it's gonna do. I think it is gonna do well. The only reason I don't know if we can expect a billion or not, unless it's just that good.
Mm.
Um, I don't know, because this is one of those movies I can see having a strong start and then falling off the next week,
Yeah.
you know?
Mhm.
But this is based off of the very little that I know, which means there's a lot of my own concern and worry kind of mixed up in that. So that's my current prediction. Ask me when after we get some trailers or some more info, how I feel.
Mhm. And Paul, what do you predict this movie is going to make?
Oh, I think it'll do minimum 565 million. So
Mhm.
my minimum is, only a little bit higher than Joyce's.
Yep.
And I think it could I think it'll be like I'm gonna go with let's see, final box office cum 735 million.
Okay. Yeah, and that's the number I'm looking for. Like, what do you think the movie's going to do when it's all said and done at the end,
But
the
that's
very end?
still a successful movie,
Yeah.
especially these times, because nobody's aren't. Wow. We aren't getting as many of those. Like, remember how it used to seem like there was always a huge blockbuster movie coming out?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Lately, we're not getting as many of those, or if we do, they're on Netflix, they're on Paramount, they're on some app. I like going to the theater, and we can all
Yeah.
enjoy this at the same time, sort of thing. So
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
only way those numbers would be considered failures is if the movie's got like a $300 million budget, which I
Budget.
don't think
yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to have.
Yeah. Yeah. For
Then,
sure.
then it's like, dude, you only made 200 million, and that's 300 million to make it, 100 million in marketing. You only made 100. Nah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
this is probably going to be like 150 million or less kind of movie, is my
I
yeah.
guess.
I can see that with the cast. It tells you that it's not a big budget movie. Before I predict. I just want to just point out Wes Ball's highest grossing film. He is the director. His highest grossing film was in 2024 at 397 million, which was Kingdom of Planet of the Apes. That was his highest grossing film, 397.3 million. The next one was The Maze Runner at this was in 2014 at 348 million. Then The Maze Runner Scorched Trials, this was in 2015. That one did 312 million. Then The Maze Runner The Death Cure, that one 2018, I think that was the last one, at 288.1 million. That those were his biggest uh movies. Okay, Planet of the Apes. I saw that great movie. Was his highest grossing movie. Planet of the Apes is a big mad major franchise. People know that. It's been remade many times.
I think that
I
also could be part of the reason why it's a little bit lower.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that the end for this movie, and I hope I could be wrong. It's gonna be in the upper 300 millions, nearing 400 million. That's my
Mm.
prediction. That's my prediction. Upper, it's a success anyway because I don't think they spent as much as what they're spending. Marvel is spending on their films, or So I'm gonna put it nearing 400 million.
Can you look up real quick the Planet of the Apes movie from like 2008? Because I
Yeah,
think part of the Planet of the Apes thing is that I'm not blaming him for the last one not even doing 400. I think it's a little bit of Planet of the Apes fatigue that people had, perhaps, or that it was too long of a journey from like the 2008 one to the 2024 one. Even though I liked all of them actually in between, I'm a fan of the
yeah,
series, but
uh-huh.
that 16-year gap might have lost interest. So I think, what was the first movie? What did that one do?
So the biggest Planet of the Apes was Tim Burton's one in 2001. This one did 1 billion. 100, let's see
What's
here.
what's the 2009 one or 2008 one? I think like James
Oh man.
Franco was the star in it.
Oh, I
Four
think
hundred eighty one point 481.8 million was the final number.
Okay,
2008. Yeah.
so
Yeah, 2008 was
481. I think as a that might be a decent gauge, but also like I'm looking at you.
Oh,
What's it called? Not Legend of the How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon live action. I think that's a really good indicator of what this might do because How to Train Your Dragon, it's based off of a popular uh, former CG animated movie series. It's got a cartoon series. It's got a decent name. It's been around for a decade plus.
yeah.
What did that movie do in the box office, the live action one? Zelda, it's got a big name. Breath of the
Yeah.
Wild, Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, new game Ocarina of Time. So, How to Train Your Dragon and Zelda's a little bit bigger, not necessarily in Hollywood, but in totality. I think if How to Train Your Dragon did blank, I don't think it's impossible for Zelda to do that same number.
real quick, Paul. I'm sorry, I read this wrong. It was Planet of the Apes from 2001 was 362.2 million worldwide, and then the reboot Rise of the Planet of the Apes in 2011
Hmm.
uh, did its global run ended at 481.8 million.
Yeah. The How to Train Your Dragons did 636 million.
I like that 636.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of in between my 565 and my 735. That 636 is like I don't think if I mean see it all just depends on how much does how much is Nintendo putting in their money that they hope to see back? How much is the total budget? Uh, how much is the marketing going to be spent? And what is their vision for like a trio of movies? And do they hope it goes up higher? And the toys in the marketing campaign and all this other stuff, like maybe they do want it to be a billion. Maybe it's that good. Maybe it's Oscar worthy. I don't know. Not that Oscar worthy means it's going to be high grossing because that's actually not always the case. But I would love for it to be another billion. But I think it's safer to say the numbers that we have been.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I really hope
Uh,
it's a run. I hope it's a runaway hit.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of want it because the thing about, and I know I brought up the example of Twilight earlier. The thing about it is that it could really take the world by storm. My only
Hmm.
thing is I hope it doesn't fizzle out and affect the games. But I would like for my favorite franchise of all time to have its run, especially that we have a good idea that they're going to do multiple movies. I want it to have its own special run, and then in about another 10 years or so, they come out with another Zelda movie, and it's a continuation or something of that nature. But
Yeah.
I kind of hope that it's a runaway hit.
Let's end it with a really good little tidbit that I found here. It says based on the massive success of Super Mario Bros. And Galaxy, it says here the newly revealed cast and production details. The Legend of Zelda movie releasing April 30th, 2027 is widely expected. Okay, widely expected to be a major global blockbuster
Mm,
with industry experts expecting likely and targeting an 800 million to 1.2 billion dollar range.
okay, okay. I think the 800 million is possible. I'm still sticking with what my thought is, but I think 800 million is definitely possible.
Yeah, yeah.
See how good it is. See what it looks like. You know what it could get if it's good. And like I said, it has that cool factor where the wind is blowing by, and you don't see wind in real life, but here you see some lines that are in the wind in Hyrule, just to give it something like people are like, oh man, it should have been animated. It should have been animated. You could have done more. Guess what? It's going to have some animation cues in it that's going to give it that unique factor like Into the Spider Verse had or Puss in Boots had, but it's going to be a live action. This could get Avatar syndrome. Remember, Avatar was built off of nothing, no IP before it, and Avatar became the highest grossing film of all time from James Cameron. I'm talking Blue Avatar for people, right?
Hmm.
What if Zelda gets Avatar success and becomes a 1.1 billy? Hmm,
That'd be
Well,
amazing.
I
I'd
don't.
pretty
be
I don't.
awesome.
happy. Well, the reason the reason I keep comparing it to Twilight. I promise y'all, there's a method to my madness. Is that I really enjoyed how that series at the very end took care of the fans. The last movie was just made for the fan. I mean, it's part of the story, but the way they did it, it was made for the fans. But the last credits were literally every single person we met throughout the entire franchise. And if we watched it in the theater, we watched it in the theaters the last movie. So of course, when they showed the main three, big applause and it's over emotional and everything like that. That's the way I hope this trilogy or multiple movies end. I want to see rolling credits and I want to see different fans reacting to Zelda over the years, people talking about it. I know I'm all over the place tonight. I'm sorry. But y'all get what I'm saying, though. I want a
Yeah,
very emotional end,
of course.
like
Yeah,
we've been on a journey as a fan base together and it's beautiful. I want that so bad.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm going to pray we get a
yeah, yeah,
we get an
yeah.
Avatar success, and I hope it wins an Oscar. Let's just go all in. Let's just pray for the whole thing. Let's just pray for
Yeah.
I want to
the
beat
whole.
Avatar. I want to beat Avatar. That's it. I want to
Let's
beat
beat
Avatar.
Avatar. Yes,
It beats
Avatar who?
Avatar. It beats Avengers Endgame. It does
yes.
$3 billion in the box office, and it wins Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Film, Best Costume, Best Wardrobe, Best Music, Best Original Score, Best Set Design, Best Movie, everything.
All the things.
and and all of this translates to the first ever 1-to-1 ratio selling game, well, since Breath of the Wild. And Ocarina of Time sells 32 million copies for all 32 million Nintendo Switch 2s this holiday season in anticipation of the movie. And then after the movie comes out, sales skyrocket. And Ocarina of Time hits 45 million alongside 45 million NS2s. And at the same time, Nintendo Switch actually goes up and hits 162 million, becoming the number 1 best-selling console of all time with no question All in 2027. Let's go. I'm nailing it.
All right, let's
We're,
do it.
we're,
Let's do
we're
it.
going all in. All
We
in.
going all in.
All in 2027, breaking all the records ever, and nobody.
Everything. Yep.
And I want him to win a Grammy because we already know. Now, this is one thing that we can
We'll
all
do that too.
bet on. Y'all
The
know the
Nintendo app.
score is going to go crazy. Y'all know the score and the
Oh my
soundtrack
gosh.
is going to go crazy. We already know.
You know what?
Oh.
You know what's becoming a thing here, which is so cool. A cool way to watch that movie is there's a theater near here that they make events where they bring an orchestra and they play the movie live. Like there was a Psycho the movie, and you know the Psycho theme. They were playing everything live, even Back to the Future.
Oh, I know that. I know that was amazing.
It's like it surrounds the room. It's crazy. So hopefully we get a movie. We get that version of the Zelda.
I want a Zelda where they're playing the music live. I love that. Go. What were you gonna say, Paul?
You know what? One other thing, because they did do this with the Super Mario Brothers movie, which was one of the things that I thought that they would do. They didn't do it with Galaxy, which I was a little surprised. That is, could this movie have room for a new original sung,
Yes.
not just melody, but sung? And if it's maybe not super poppy, but has enough pop to be like this song plays on the radio because it's awesome, that
It's gonna
is
be like
a
the
way how
Titanic
to
song.
boost it up.
It's gonna be like the Titanic song. It'll be like the Titanic song. Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On" because everybody loved that song.
Beautiful song on the radio, not super poppy, but hecka popular, right? And yeah, like that kind of thing. Could Zelda have something like that fit in it? And if it does, then you have Frozen fever. Then you have Let It Go fever because people are like, dude, that song came from that movie. I gotta see it. Lots of little possibilities.
Get Celine. Yeah. First of all, Celine Dion is somebody else I would pay to hear her just sing the phone book. But that song really took over that period of time for several years, even after the movie died down, because she sang it so well and it has the perfect somber tone. I'm not saying we need a somber toned song, but I would love for us to have just the big Zelda theme song, and I want that in my life. Let's go ham on it. And I want it to win a Grammy.
Who performs it?
Eminem.
Eminem. Okay, Eminem duet with who?
To be fair, Eminem's duet with Rihanna is pretty good, but I don't want Eminem. He's too angry.
He is great. He is very good.
He is amazing, but he a 50-something-year-old grandfather now that don't need to be that angry no more. Grow up, Eminem. We all had hard childhoods, okay? I'm sorry, boo. I love you. I have all your albums, but you just still too angry for me. We need some, let's just call Celine Dion.
She's too busy in Vegas. She's tied up in contracts.
Is she back in Vegas?
Yeah.
Because I know that I thought her Vegas run ended like forever ago, and she was on tour for a while. That's not the point. She liked to work. She liked to sing. Yeah. Just let Celine Dion just sing whatever the main song is, or somebody of her caliber in voice. And I don't mean Ariana Grande. Yeah. Even though she can sing, she doesn't have that kind of voice, that hauntingness that we need.
Yeah, she concluded in 2019. I don't know where I'm at. I'm still under the rock when it comes to
or that. Maybe get another unknown singer. Like grab somebody off TikTok.
Tell you.
I see a lot of talented people on the internet, and I'm like, everybody is a star on the internet. There's a lot of people that just do TikTok and YouTube that are way better singers and rappers and whatever than what we got right now.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah.
I agree.
No, not Beyonce. No, I do no Beyonce near my Zelda. I love Beyonce. Look, Cowboy Carter, the self-titled album. I love Beyonce down, okay? But she better not come nowhere near my Zelda.
You
Us,
know,
us country girls got to sit this one out, babe. Okay,
it,
our
it, remind,
accents, our
it
accents
reminds
don't
me.
work.
It reminds me of this Disney movie where they had the song in the movie. It was sung, like a Disney movie, Broadway type of, like very, it sounded professional, it sounded kind of serious, and then they made a different version of the same song. I think it was Adriana Grande singing it, or somebody like that. And then my daughter goes, "I don't like that, Daddy. It has too many squiggly lines. Squiggly lines are the runs, the runs
Oh my god.
when they." And so
Mhm.
with Zelda, you do need a voice like Celine Dion, who keeps that control and exercises that power in her
And that
performance
passion.
and the emotion and the passion. Exactly. You know, you don't need squiggly
Every
lines.
every love song that she sings. Okay, you know what? In fact, Paul, if you get a chance tonight, and then this will be good for you and Mrs. Gale. Y'all can dance to, romantically or something if you like. If y'all do, maybe it's just me and my boo things that do that, but I don't know. If you do cute stuff like that,
Yeah, we
um,
do.
her song with Frank Sinatra. Well, it was Frank Sinatra's song, "All the Way,"
Ooh.
and she was even after. I think he signed all the paperwork and everything, but post anonymously, what's the word? I can't say that word. After he passed away, basically, she was still able to do a duet with him,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
it sounds like two people in love with each other singing. It's beautiful. They weren't, of course, but the point is they sound beautiful together. And another good one you should listen to. Y'all know how much I hate remakes. If I haven't told you, I hate remakes. I think ought to be a federal crime to do remakes if you are not qualified. Celine Dion sings her version of Natural Woman, which is by the Queen of Soul or the late great Aretha Franklin. Nobody can out sing Aretha, but Celine Dion has that same passion, the way she sings it, and I can accept a different version that isn't
Mhm.
Aretha's. That's why, yes, they need to call Celine. To call Celine. She got passion like you just wouldn't believe. Like, who are you thinking about when you singing this stuff, girl?
Listen, I'm gonna give you a
Woo!
song. A song. Talk about Celine Dion. A song is one of my favorite all-time songs. I feel that I feel that Legend of Zelda needs a song like this. Andrea Bocelli with Celine Dion, "The Prayer."
Ooh, ooh,
Listen to that song. That
ooh,
is
ooh.
crazy song. That's a crazy song. Like
I feel
the
like I know that one.
the prayer, Andrea Bocelli and Celine
Yes.
Dion.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's beautiful.
It's insane, insane. I think we can put a cherry on top of the podcast with that one.
We have solved all the problems with whatever the Zelda movie's going through. We
Yeah,
solved it
so
all.
all Nintendo has to do, I mean, and Sony and Avid Arad and Wes Ball and Miyamoto, if you guys are marketing right now, just watch this podcast. Watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Actually, watch all of them because we have good ideas in all of our
Yeah.
podcasts for you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And with that said, my friends, I'm going to go ahead and first introduce the All Star cast. Let them tell you what they got going on this week. Before we put a cherry on top of this podcast, and yeah, Paul the Great, the Guild, the Zelda Network. What do you got going on this week?
The Zelda
You,
Network.
you could find me driving around Los Angeles, podcasting at the same time. No, let's see. I have some gaming history videos coming out every day on YouTube, X, TikTok, etc. Today's anniversary video was actually Zelda related, kind of fun because today in gaming history, August 7th, 2024, The Legend of Zelda pool debuted in Los Angeles, California. That was today's gaming history video. um, also, I have a little surprise. Well, I'll just tease it now. I've got a new countdown series starting next month, but I'm not going to say what it is yet. But it is starting next month, so that's the tease. It's going to be a short one, but it's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be pretty different. But they all have to be a little bit different, right? They
Yeah,
all have been a little different so far. So that one's got its own gimmick. But yeah, you can find me at Paul Gale Network on mostly YouTube and X, but I am on TikTok as well.
Nice. All right. You can find the great Paul Gill, the network himself, on everywhere. You can find Paul Gill Network. Just Google Paul Gill Network. You'll find Paul Gill Network. And Joycey said Joycey Link's favorite auntie. Welcome and found you.
You can find me on the app formerly known as Twitter, because I will not call it anything else.
Twitter?
I ain't calling it nothing else. So I am at DJ Joycey on the app formerly known as Twitter. I do not post much, but please, if you want to at me or discuss Zelda, I am available. And make sure all of you out there, you drink your water, take your vitamins, okay? Eat your veggies, and deep condition your hair, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can find me here at the Odyssey. Oh, this week, guys, I uploaded Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I uploaded 4 days in a week. I haven't done that in such a long time. Before the surgery happened, and and all the videos did pretty well. We gained at least from here from in those 4 videos about 90 subscribers, which is pretty good. We were in minus. Now we are again in the green. Thanks to all of you. I just want to say thank you for everyone for supporting the channel, for sticking around. I'm gonna try to continue to upload more, normally from now on. And tomorrow, we are having a live stream tournament. We're having a tournament here tomorrow. Playing Mario Kart World, playing whatever you guys want to play. The tournament is free. You guys can join and everything like that. But we also will be having at the same time my PAX fundraiser. So I'm going to PAX West. I'm flying all the way out west to go to PAX. So we're doing a PAX fundraiser so that I can eat, guys. I can have something to eat and not get lost. And if I get taken away by something, I can bail myself out too. So we'll be here live.
Planning on fighting?
I don't know. You never know. never know. But I will be doing a live stream later tomorrow. Don't worry, it's not gonna be very early. It'll be kind of almost like in early afternoon. I would say maybe 2 to 3. And so we'll be a couple hours playing video games and then doing like a little fundraiser for PAX West. And then I'll talk to you guys more about it tomorrow. But yeah, that's what's happening amongst the continuation of uploading videos. I'm moving, and so and we were selling the house and moving, and we're building a studio. We're building a really good brand new studio, which is I'm super excited for, and I cannot wait to show you guys how it will come out and how it's coming out. So, all right, friends, that's gonna do it for the Nintopics podcast. You guys have been witnessing the trio, the Triforce of the Legend of Zelda, and Joycey, Paul, and myself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Before we let you go, we gotta take two things. We gotta let you know two. And you know what? Let's make it 3, just in case just 3. Why does my 3 like this look so weird? Look at my hand. It looks so weird. It's like this finger's like going like that way, and then there you go. Joycey's 3 looks better. Number 1, don't give up. Don't give up. Number 2, what's number 2 again?
Journey on.
Journey on. Oh, and I bought myself this little. You can't even see it. Wait. You see it?
New necklace?
A new
New necklace?
There you go. Journey on, and God bless.
Amen.
That's the number 3. My little necklace is number 3. Well, this is number 1, but still, number 3 at the end. All right, guys, take care. See you tomorrow in the live stream. See you tomorrow in the live stream. See you guys.
Bye. Good night, guys.
Gotta find the end stream here.
Nine Topics Podcast.